American Congressman Shri Thanedar has endorsed U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris for the 2024 presidential election, praising her as a tough lady who has excelled as a senator. Thanedar expressed his belief that Harris will make a great president, highlighting her commitment to democratic issues such as protecting women's and workers' rights and fostering economic opportunities. He emphasized his eagerness to collaborate with Harris in her potential role as the next president of the United States.
President Biden has done a great job. He's been a wonderful president. I respect his decision. Even though I wanted him to run, I anticipate Kamala Harris will be the next presidential nominee. She has been a great partner to President Biden, and I think people would support her wholeheartedly. I look forward to working with Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States.
President Biden has decided to pass the torch. Your first reaction, and particularly the timing of this decision?
Well, President Biden has done a great job. He's been a wonderful president. It's been a pleasure to work with him. I've had a chance to work with him, talk with him many, many times. But he has made a decision to step down. I respect his decision, even though I wanted him to run. And I felt that we could win with President Biden in November. But he has decided to step down, and I respect his decision.
All right. What do you have to say about the timing of this? I mean, considering it's so close to the convention.
Well, we still have about 4 months left to election. And Kamala Harris, who would be the nominee, I anticipate Kamala Harris will be the next presidential nominee. And people already know Kamala Harris. She has seen her work. People have seen she has been a great partner to President Biden. And I think people would support her wholeheartedly.
All right. Now, 107 days to go, and the Democrats have, Vice President Kamala Harris as a possible contender. Your reaction to this, you briefly talked about, how this partnership has worked, how the people have seen this partnership work. Your reaction, please.
I think Kamala Harris would be a great president. She is a tough lady. She has been a prosecutor. As a senator, she has done an outstanding job. And I look forward to working with Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States. I have just recently, just a couple of weeks ago, I have met her in Detroit. She's very personable. She cares deeply about the democratic issues like, protecting a woman's right to choose, or protecting workers' rights, creating economic opportunities. She's very strong on small business, growth of small businesses. So I look forward to working with Kamala Harris as a member of Congress. And she is particularly, I'm so proud that she would be our next president.
All right. Can you lay out to us what can be the possibilities going forward? I mean, could there be a challenge for Kamala Harris? Could there be a mini primary in the coming days? Could there be someone who would be out there to challenge her and say that, no, maybe it's someone else who deserves that ticket?
It's possible. It's possible. We have a lot of qualified people in our party. And it is possible that there may be some discussion about another candidate. But I believe that Kamala Harris was chosen as number 2 on the ticket by President Biden. That is the reason why she was chosen. And she has done a great job as a vice president. She's been a great supporting vice president. So she is our candidate. And if there is some challenges, I believe, I talked to many of my congressional colleagues, and a large majority of congressional colleagues my do support her. So I expect it will be a quick nominating process, and Kamala Harris would receive the nomination of the Democratic Party.
All right. Now, earlier this week at the Republican National Convention, we did hear that how the Republicans are unified. They're all together. And that's what really came out of this convention. Do you think at this point the Democrats are all unified? And going into this convention, do you think that the Democrats will be far more strongly unified as compared to what the Republicans stand?
Well, look, the Republicans are like a cult. They have one leader, and under his leadership, they follow him blindly. Democratic Party, we have an open communication. We disagree at times. It's like being a family, and it's a very contrasting position. We care about democracy. We care about opposing viewpoints. It's not a cult. Our party is not a cult. And we will continue to have that freedom of speech. We'll continue to have that civil dialogue in our party. But in the end, we will all stand behind the Democratic nominee, which I expect to be Kamala Harris, and will strongly support her.
Right. Going forward, who do you think will be the strongest running mate for Kamala Harris?
Well,
Could
there is
there
a
be
lot
like
of
the ticket?
there is a lot of good people. We have a great bench. Mark Kelly, Senator Mark Kelly has been talked about as possibility. Certainly, the governor of my state, Gretchen Whitmer, who is outstanding, and she would be a great vice president. Certainly, California Governor Newsom would be a possibility. Transportation Secretary Pete, it would be a possibility. There is just a number of good people that Kamala Harris could choose from.
Okay. If we talk about President Biden's illustrious career, how would you like to sum this up?
Oh, he's one of the best presidents we ever had. He's one of the most progressive presidents, one of the most pro-worker president, pro-choice president. And under his leadership, we have created 15 million jobs. American economy grew substantially under his leadership. The stock market is up. Unemployment is very, very low. President Biden has done a great job. He got us out of COVID, and he helped recover the economy. Our economy has grown faster than any other country in the world. So we are thankful to President Biden, and we are thankful for his service. And in the end, he chose the country over his own personal interest. And that is something to be admired about and something we are proud of.
Okay. What does this announcement really mean for the Indian American voters and donors? With Harris as a presidential candidate, could this be like a game changer for the Asian or Indian American donors and voters?
Yeah, finally, Indian Americans are in mainstream American politics now. We have Indian Americans in United States Congress. We have Indian Americans now in all walks of life in politics. While Indian Americans have done so well in business and medicine and academia, now we're starting to see that Indian Americans are participating actively in politics, both parties. The Vice President Kamala Harris, being of Indian American descent, is a proud moment for the Indian Americans.